number 10. It's a very simple question. We are told two taps A and B can fill an empty tank in 3 hours and 2 hours respectively. A drainage tap R can empty the full tank in 6 hours. Tap A and R are open for 5 hours, then closed. Part A, determine the fraction of the tank that is still empty. B, find how long it would take to fill the remaining fraction of the tank if all the taps are opened. Now, the first thing here we need to do is to understand this information. And once you understand this information, anytime you get such a question, it will be very easy for you. Now, we are told tap A, fill the tank in 3 hours, tap B, fill the tank in 2 hours. What that means is that if we draw a sample tank here, like that, and we divide into 3 equal parts, like that, it means tap A, this is 1 hour. That is, it will fill the tank a third of that, another hour, and this is the third hour. Okay, so it means in 1 hour it will fill a third of that tank. Tap B, fill the tank in 2 hours. Meaning, if we draw the tank, a sample tank, just like this one, we divide it into 2 equal parts. Then it means this is tap A, this is tap B. In 1 hour, it will fill a half of that tank, and in 1 hour, it will fill the other half. What does that mean? It means that if these two taps are open at the same time, then we have, this will fill a third of the tank, which is a third, and this will fill a half of the tank. So you should have add a half. That is, this is a fraction of the tank. So this part here, if I may use another, so it means this part here and this part here is the amount of water that will be in the tank. So it means our tank will have, this is the third, like that. This is water, and then a half of what is. So this is what will be filled by A, and this is what will be filled by B. I think that once you understand that, then this question will be very easy for you. Let's look at R. We are told that tap R can empty the tank in 6 hours. This means that if we draw a sample tank and we divide the same tank, we divide it into 6 equal parts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we add another one. So it means this is R. In 1 hour, this can use a different color. In 1 hour, this will be removed from the tank. So it means that if we open all the taps, then this is 1/6, which you can say it is minus because it is removing the water. So if all the taps are opened, then it means the water that will be in the tank in 1 hour will be a third plus a half minus 1/6. And once you understand that information, then this will be very easy question for you. For example, determine the fraction of the tank that was still empty. When A and R are open for 5 hours, we need to find what part of the tank was empty. And so now let's go to the actual working of the question and see how you are supposed to do that. So now we look at part A. Like I have explained, when A and R are open for 5 hours, I have said when you open A, what it means, because it is filling the tank in 3 hours, in 1 hour it will fill a third of the tank. And then when you have R open, this is A, and R is open, it will empty 1/6 of the water in the tank. What this means is that the water that will be when you combine these two, then you have the tank. This is a third, and you subtract 1/6 of what has been removed by R. So this is what the tank that is remaining in the tank. So we are required to find out the empty part here. Now what we need to do is to find out the amount of water that was retained in the tank when the two taps are open. So this is how we do that. So we start with A. So A is filling a third of the tank minus 1/6, what is being removed by R, and it is the taps are open for 5 hours, so you multiply by 5 hours, and this will be able to get, okay, you can get the LCM here. It is 6 divided by 3 is 2, minus 6 divided by 6 is 1 times 1 is 1, and this you multiply by 5, and this will give you, this is 1/6, and this will give you 5/6. When you multiply by 5, you get 5/6. So we take 1 is when the tank is full. You subtract the water that was in the tank to get the empty part, and this will give you 1/6. So 1/6 of the tank was the part that was empty. And once you do that, then you should be able to get 2 marks. So you get a bonus mark for the answer, and you also get a bonus mark for this. All right, so once you do that, you go to B. Part B of the question, find how long it would take to fill the remaining fraction of the tank if all the taps are opened. If all the taps are opened, then what is the amount that you get into the tank? So A is filling a third, you add 2, B is filling a half, and C and R is emptying 1/6. So we minus that. We can do that, we can compute that by getting the LCM is 6. So you divide by 3, this will give you 2, plus 6 divided by 2 is 3, multiplied by 1, you get 3, minus 1. And this is going to give you, this is 5 minus 5 minus, that will give you 5 minus 1 is 4/6, which is equals to, this is 2/3. So 2/3 of the tank will be full. That is the amount that will enter to the tank. And now, since the remaining part we have seen it is 1/6, so you divide 1/6, you divide by the amount to be filled, which is 2/3, and this will be able to get 1/6. You multiply by 3/2, and that will give you, this is 2. This is equals to 1/4 an hour of an hour, and 1/4 of an hour is the same as, if you multiply by, that is a quarter of 60 minutes. 60 minutes, this will give you 15 minutes. So this means that it will take 15 minutes to fill the remaining part of the tank, which is 1/6. And by doing that, then you'll be able to get 1 mark for the method. Here you can get 1 mark, method mark, and you get 1 mark for the answer, totaling to 4 marks. So I hope you have followed how we have done that. And any type of a question that has this kind of information, that is how you do it. Hope you have followed that. Join my free online classes, and we'll be able to cover much more.